she's a very nice person, and she's very fragile, I would say. Not weak, but you see her as a particularly shy person, very demanding, in quest of friendship, tenderness, love. She keeps saying that she feels lonely, and in fact she is, because it's probably out of loneliness and so many other things that she does what she does. Her kindness, her being so naive, and her beauty also. I think that it's at some point it's almost between, of course, I don't know how you call this in English, a love story. You know, she has a real attraction to her. The perspective to work with Neil Jordan, I can never dissociate. That the right word? When I choose to do a film, the script from who is going to do it. A film is never why you do it, but how you are going to do it. And obviously, I was really happy that Neil Jordan was going to direct, and that's what motivated my decision to do it. At some point, Neil Jordan brought to the story, to the script, and I thought it was really marvelous. This obsession with the music, it wasn't there, I think, in the initial scenario. That was really Neil's decision to bring that to the story, and I think it's very important. It brings a mystery, it brings something completely like an obsession. She often sits to the piano and plays the piano. It brings a kind of emotion. I wouldn't say an emotion, because do you want to be emotional for someone like her? But it does bring an emotion to the story, because it brings a mystery to it. There is a real connection between the two of us. It's really great. I feel like we are from the same family. And first of all, we're having a lot of fun too, which is most unlikely in a story like this, but that's the case, and that's quite lovely. I think we have the same kind of approach to the work. But there is also something like a mirror effect between the two of us, which I think is particularly telling for the story. It's a wonderful feeling when you feel that the story or your performance is almost taken in charge by the costumes, I like this idea of that the film speaks by itself. The film finds its own organic life, and that's thanks to the set, thanks to the designing, the costumes, and everything is there to make the story really, really strong and a lot more than you would imagine at the beginning. You know, you have examples in the history of cinema of movies that tell us about, someone willing to lock someone else. You have Misery, you have The Collector, you have all these great films, and that story is, whether even if it's in a completely different way, it's in the line of this kind of fantasies. I think people will be touched also will be maybe questioned by my character, and very much touched by Chloe's character, Frances, who is also the image of youth and innocence, and she carries a lot of emotion in that character. So I think that people will be taken to several mental territories or emotional territories in the film through these two characters.